Beautiful Libras, welcome everybody to this mid-December energy reading. I'm so glad and happy that we're here connecting with one another. And let's go ahead and get started with your messages. I want you to only please take the messages that resonate with you. Leave the rest out, Libra. And we're going to go ahead and welcome our spirit guides, angelic forces, and ascended masters. We already got one card that showed up for you, Libra. And please only take the messages that resonate with you, okay? So main situation here. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Thank you, Libra, for being here as well. We have here the 10 of Pentacles. That's what's showing up in your main energy, Libra. I mean, 10 of Pentacles is a solid energy when it comes to finances. So if you have been worried about finances, this shows that the foundation is solid. The foundation will, provide. We have here the 9 of Swords, which is showing up as your block. So there is something that's potentially keeping you up at night. There's something that's stressing you out. There's something that you might not see the potential solution in. Past energy is the 10 of Cups. So emotionally, things were positive in the past. Now we have a block of the 9 of Swords. Maybe this means that emotionally with someone that you're close with, something has happened that has shifted, the way that you feel about a particular situation. Knight of Cups, and that's showing up here in the near future. That tells me that there could be a heartfelt conversation or even an apology or even an offer that could be coming your way. So that's very interesting. And we have here the 5 of Pentacles. Not sure why the 5 of Pentacles is showing up here as the outcome, but I feel like I just heard mind over matter, meaning that if your mindset or in your mind, you are stuck in this 9 of Swords energy, it does not matter what comes your way, you will still feel like you are lacking something, Libra. I want to go ahead and get into this block, Libra. What do we got for Libra in this block? This 9 of Swords. Can you tell me more about this, Spirit? Okay, so main card, we have here Page of Wands, and then we have also the Justice. That's your own energy showing up there, Libra. And we have the 10 of Swords. So what's interesting about this, Libra, is that you have obviously quite some tough cards here. 10 of Swords, the Justice is not necessarily that it's good or bad. It's just is what is, right? And sometimes that could be a tough pill to swallow. Page of Wands, though, showing up in the main situation is that ultimately there is this need to relinquish control, all right? So the way that you could cope with this 9 of Swords, if you're stressed out about something that has happened to you that obviously you have no control over, we don't have sometimes control over our external circumstances. That's just a part of life. The Page of Wands, it indicates to relinquish this control and just be in the state of flow, right? Be in this energy of this is what I got right now is my present moment. How can I use this present moment to help me cope with this anxiety, with this situation that keeps me all stressed out and paralyzed at night, right? The Page of Wands with the element of fire, you want to start moving your body, Libra. There's stagnant energy around you. Move your body, put your feet on the ground, exercise, walk, draw. Do whatever it is that you need to do to express yourself. But the body movement is very important because when we're so stressed out, our nervous system, it really tends to be in this state of just, not knowing how to respond to any stimuli without anxiety, right? So we want to move your body. You want to, get in the state of flow physically because that will help your mindset go with it, right? They say that when you're depressed or you have anxiety, go outside for a walk. That makes you feel better. Same exact concept with this reading. The Justice showing up here, also describing that this is a difficulty. It feels like there is something that happened that feels like it happened to you, but Spirit is saying this needed to be rectified. There's something that needed to be balanced out, and that indicated that now there is this painful ending, right? But that's really interesting with the 10 of Pentacles. Even though there's so much difficulty around you, there is a solid 10 of Pentacles here that is showing up. So let's go ahead and clarify this 10 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So finances, I feel like finances, you will be just fine. For some, you are fortunate enough to have a paternal figure or an authority figure that gives you a lot of support. So I feel like the Ten of Pentacles shows support from your community, whether that is your friends, your family. It varies for everyone, but there is this sense of support. And for others, this is strictly financial, meaning that the stresses that you are experiencing are more on the emotional and mental side, but your finances are solid. You know what I mean? We have here the Magician, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like what this is saying is that you're making room to bring in new things into your life. Also, this is saying that you have skill set and you have the ability to materialize what you want. I don't want to say the word manifest because that's not what I'm really getting from this. I'm getting from this that you have actual skills that you could put to practice, that you have the ability and the resources to really pull this in. It's not that you need to manifest it. It's already here. It's just a matter of you realizing how your skills and what you have invested your time into. Let's say if this is a job or even a relationship, like the things that you have done to grow as an individual has put you in this energy of the Magician, which is you can literally materialize what you want because you have the power to back it up. You have the abilities to back it up. So that's really interesting. And then you have here the Lovers. So there's a lot of Gemini, Mercury energy in your reading. The Lovers is ruled, it symbolizes Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And then you have the Magician, which is also affiliated with Mercury. There's a high emphasis on how you're processing the information during this time. That is going to be essentially your downfall or the thing that gets you up. You have to shift and be careful with your mindset. You have to be careful with intrusive thoughts. You have to be careful with the way that you speak to yourself or you speak about a situation. Your words right now are extremely powerful. But there is support here. There is support. There is the foundation is solid as far as you being able to feel safe in your environment, to be able to process these very difficult themes that are showing up in your life. Okay. With this Knight of Cups, give me the Nine of Cups. What do we have? Who is this person? What do they want? Ace of Wands, a new beginning. I feel like some of you guys are going to get some sort of apology, which is really interesting. You're going to get some sort of conversation that ignites this energy of a new beginning, a clean slate. And then the Nine of Wands. So I feel like, yes, you might, again, receive like a very genuine conversation. However, some of you guys just still have your guard up. And I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. I feel like the Knight of Cups, you got to feel them out in a way because they only show what's convenient for them. Like they're the knight in shining armor, but they could also come with a lot of baggage that they don't tell you about. So I feel like you welcome this, conversation, this apology, this whatever it is. But some of you guys have absolutely your guard up. And I think that's a good strategy because, again, like you might not see completely what this person is trying to show or is trying to, you might not see the entire picture because this person might not even see the entire picture themselves. Like sometimes it's not even intentional. It's just that the Knight of Cups naturally brings baggage. So it's good that you have your guard up. I don't see a problem with you allowing a new beginning with this individual, whether it is a friend, a lover, or a family member. There's no issue, but there's a need to keep your senses high, if that makes sense. Can you give me on this Five of Pentacles as the outcome? Why is the Five of Pentacles as the outcome? Please, Spirit, tell me about this. Okay, so we have the Chariot, which shows that within difficulty, no matter what goes on, no matter how hard things might get for you, you will have the ability to overcome the obstacles, okay? And then you have here the Emperor. Oh my God, this is about taking control, all right? So, I just heard you need to stop. Like, I just heard that. With the Emperor, there's this need. I don't know why I'm getting the side-eye from the Emperor. I'm getting a high side-eye from the Emperor. And what this is saying is, I feel like this is energy of Libra. You're going to kind of have to tough it up because there's a lot of things in your life that are going well. So the inconveniences that you're having with certain people or, you know, certain things in your life, because not just with people, it could be other situations as well. The Emperor is saying you need to remember how powerful you are and you need to take control. That's what I heard. I just see the side eye of the Emperor. It's so interesting because intuitively, I'm getting a lot of messages with the imagery today. But yes, I see the side eye of the Emperor of like, girl, you need to just get over it and take control. Like this, like a little bit of a tough love energy with that. But and then you also have the Chariot. These are really big themes. You also have quite a bit of major arcanas in your reading. You have literally 5 major arcanas: the Justice, the Magician, the Lover, the Emperor, and the Chariot. Meaning that this is a really big lesson that you have to learn, is that sometimes, again, we have to kind of like relinquish the control and we have to surrender to the process, which brings me back to that Page of Wands clarifying the Nine of Swords. Okay, so there's this need to let this chapter basically purge out of your life, and you have to see the situation for what it is. It feels like there's something that affected you from this 10 of Cups in the past, and now it has even this Nine of Swords in the present moment. And whatever affected you, it has really impacted the way that you view your current situation. And Spirit is saying, yes, maybe you are hurt about something, but that doesn't mean that everything in your life is bad. There's a lot of greatness in your life. You are so powerful. You have so many skills and abilities that you can manifest and materialize what you want, but you're focusing your attention on something completely useless. So that's what I'm getting from that. Very interesting situation. Let me know if this resonates with you guys in any kind of way. If it does, drop me a comment down below. I would truly appreciate you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.